What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Anthony, and today we have a Zilliqa video for you. We are going to get into some Zilliqa technical analysis, also talk about Zilswap, which I believe is the potential bull catalyst behind the run we have just seen. And as you can see on my screen right here, dating back to September 23rd, and where we peaked out just today, we have seen a 69, basically a 70% rise in Zilliqa. And if you don't know, Zilliqa is a project I've covered multiple times on this channel, but haven't really talked much about since we hit this heavy downtrend. But now that we are coming out of it, I feel it is a perfect time to get into the TA and talk about some of the developments that are happening within their ecosystem. But if it's your first time stopping by, Crypto Ride's the YouTube channel that helps you safely navigate the wild volatility of the cryptocurrency asset class through crypto news videos, technical analysis videos, and crypto project reviews. So if you're serious about including cryptocurrency in your wealth building strategy, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. In the bottom right corner of the screen should be right near my face. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk first a little bit about Zilswap, and then we're going to get into the TA. So here is the headline, presenting Zilswap, Zilliqa's first DEX built by Switch.io. So Switch.io is the platform that they built on. Zilswap is a fully on-chain, decentralized exchange running on Zilliqa, a high-performance, scalable public blockchain based in Singapore. As the newest addition to the Zilliqa ecosystem, Zilswap will be at the core of Zilliqa's push into the decentralized finance space by allowing users to trade digital assets on the Zilliqa blockchain for the first time. So this is Zilliqa's response. On this channel, we've covered Uniswap. We've talked about how Tron is making their way into decentralized finance, and now here we have Zilliqa, another smart contract platform who is getting on board with the DeFi movement. You know, of course, we've seen a whole bunch of Ethereum projects, and now we're seeing Polkadot projects. We're seeing all sorts of these decentralized finance projects really rocket this year. Of course, the last month has been rocky, but in 2020, that has been obviously a trend in cryptocurrency. So yeah, it makes sense for Zilliqa to get involved also. So built from the ground up by Switch.io developers, Zilswap uses a constant product automated market maker on top of permissionless liquidity protocol similar to Uniswap. So yeah, this is similar where if you contribute to a liquidity pool, if you contribute your Zilliqa to a liquidity pool, you can earn percentages of the trading fees. And so the automated market maker is a bit different than traditional exchanges, not only in the fact that it's decentralized, but also that it's based on an algorithm and you're trading against what the prices currently are and the liquidity pool, right? So you're not trading directly with other users. So it's really kind of a different approach. Let's just talk about why Zilliqa is a little bit different and potentially even better than Ethereum. Now, I'm not saying Zilliqa is bigger than Ethereum. Ethereum is obviously the juggernaut when it comes to this. But check this out. Zilliqa addressed limitations in scalability and security, enabling real-world usability across a variety of industries, including finance, digital advertising, and gaming. In 2019, Zilliqa became the first public blockchain to be built on sharded architecture, which basically should help with scalability. With smart contracts written in the platform's secure by design programming language, Zilliqa is what it's called. So what I wanted to say about this in regards to Zilswap, and here's a picture of it. Now, when you use Uniswap, and some of my subscribers and viewers have mentioned to me that sometimes the gas fees get extremely high. Now, that bottlenecking is a limitation that Ethereum has at the moment. Remember, Ethereum only has the capacity to cover roughly 15 transactions per second, but Zilliqa can do, I think, over 1,000 or 2,000 is what I've been hearing, so it's much, much faster, and it can handle a lot more. So if Zilliqa gains traction on a level that's even close to completing with Uniswap, I think the costs will remain lower, and I think the speed of the transactions will be faster for that reason. So this is potentially a big deal. And if you click on here, you can see the only two active projects right now are this stablecoin. This is a Singapore-based stablecoin, and Zilliqa itself, but they will be adding much more. And rumor has it, I was actually watching some other YouTube videos last night doing some research. Rumor has it that they're going to be introducing BUSD as a trading pair. And the Binance stablecoin, if you didn't know, is built on the Zilliqa blockchain. The theory behind that is that not only will you be able to trade Zilliqa decentralized finance projects, but you should have access to many of the ERC20 tokens that we all know and love on Uniswap. And potentially, you'll have access to them at a lower price and at a faster pace. So this is potentially a very big deal. It is, in my opinion, and no one really knows what's happening behind pumps, but in my opinion, this is probably the reason for the pump as of late. So let me talk a little bit about the charts. And as I mentioned in the introduction of this video, we had a downtrend which started back on August 10th, and it was really steep. This was that big market sell-off which happened across the whole cryptocurrency market. We saw a little bit of a dump in traditional markets as well, but now we have this big green candle, and these are weekly candles, by the way, so these are very significant levels that we're looking at, and we just had a very big week. And what's really encouraging about this green candle is there's not a tall wick on top of it. It just had a big week. It opened low and it closed high, and it hasn't really peaked out. Now this is where we peaked today, which was 2.175 cents roughly, right? That's where we peaked out. So the question is, where are we going if the run continues or if we fall? So I want to give you a couple key levels here. So we've got this upside resistance based on resistance we saw here on August 31st. And again over here, these are weekly highs 2 weeks in a row. So that makes them more significant than daily candles. So we've got this high on August 24th. And that high there is 2.4 cents. So that is the critical level that we need to break past on the upside. If we can do that, then we can potentially see this thing move up, I would say, to 2.6 cents. And if we get past that, then potentially test this high over here at 2.8 cents. But the big one to keep an eye on, if you're going to set alerts like I always do, I always talk about setting alerts on this channel, right? Set your alert for 2.4 cents. And if you get above that, could be a really bullish signal. Now, the key level of support is right here, and this is significantly lower, but we did see a weekly high over here and if you look back to all the way to June, actually, we saw a few weekly lows at this level. So I believe for that reason, if Zilliqa falls to 1.7 cents, I would predict to see some support there. So on the downside, you can set your alert to 1.7 cents. Now let's talk about the two potential breakouts that we're witnessing right now, and we'll get an idea as of where we could be headed. All right, starting from here, we have this bottom, we went up, and we had this bottom, and now we're getting into this W. And the measured move from this particular double bottom is at the top of this white line. So if you can see this, and I'm sure you can very clearly, we completed that measured move. So from the double bottom we had this pump out of it, it came on some volume, but now it could potentially be over as far as the breakout from the double bottom. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to consolidate or even head downwards. So I want to show you guys something else. So the basic rule with trend lines is that you take that trend line, you take the furthest point away from it to the bottom, and then if you bring that to the breakout point, that is potentially where the breakout could go to. So if I take this to the breakout point, you can see that there's potential for us to hit 2.5 cents. So this run may not be over, okay, for that reason. I'm not sitting here making predictions that it'll go up or down. I'm just telling you the possibilities, and this is a very real one. I'm going to leave this on my chart, and I'll check in with it. And if we break past it, maybe I'll make a follow-up video. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see more Zilliqa TA. I know it's been a while since I did one. Sorry, guys, if you've subscribed to me for that reason. But as we look at these candles, there's nothing particularly bearish about this dating back to September 29th and really September 21st. We're just really moving nice and steadily. Big green candle here just yesterday, and then we saw the peak of that right here. So we're going to see how low we fall. I've got this 1.9 cents marked as a potential local support level, and we want to see if we could hold really above 2 cents for the next couple days to see what's happening. And the other basic factor to consider here is, of course, what the broader cryptocurrency market does. As you can see, we hit $400 billion on August 31st. We had that huge sell-off, and we've been really consolidating ever since. The other X factor here that needs to be mentioned is we do have a presidential election coming up in the United States, and that could affect the market. We could have potentially a second wave of COVID-19. Hopefully we don't, but if we do, that could wreak havoc on the crypto market and really the global economy as a whole, or at least put a kink in it, right? It really might slow down. So we'll have to wait and see. But go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed the content, found value in it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency, and enjoy the ride. Thanks, guys.